Welcome back to the 100K Pod, Season 4, Episode 10. Boys, we are back. Welcome to the AFL edition of the 100K Pod, where every week we get together, give you our best legs, and put on a multi about $10 in search to try and win $100,000 and finally hit the Holy Grail.
Come on.
Jev, how are you, my good friend? Welcome back.
I am amazing, Das. How are you, Lou?
I'm good, mate. I'm fantastic.
What do a pizza delivery man and a gynecologist have in common?
What's that?
They both get close enough to smell the goods, but if they eat it, they're in deep trouble.
Love the lengthy punchline on that.
Oh, God, yeah. Lou, how are you, bloke?
I'm fantastic, Das. I'm up and about because the 100K boys are actually putting on the boots tonight. I don't know if you've heard, but I've actually got a three-leg multi here tonight. Port Melbourne. Is it Port versus
Melbourne?
Melbourne. So you won't be able to get on this because obviously it won't be out by the time, but follow this along. So I've got big Jason Jeff Francis for 20 tonight. You look a lot like him. We'll crowbar this in. Drew Morgwillem for 15. Now, we've said this before. I've worn the Port jumper on the show. And old Dobie Burn-Jones for a snag at $1.29. So you get $3.30 for that. So the 100K multi. So follow that along. I'm up and about. It's good to have the boots back on, Das.
It is good to have the boots back on. Now, boys, last week we actually had a pretty good fucking week, boys. 18 out of 25 legs. Jeff, good legs, bad legs. Some weeks there's some long lists. Mate, there are a lot of good legs, but let's go over the bad legs first.
Yeah, so I went 8 winners and only 2 losers. Bad legs, Cozzy for 2, Sinclair for 25. He only had 23. So that's 2 weeks in a row he hasn't hit his 25. So I'm a bit flat at Sinclair. Lou, bad legs?
Yeah, I was stiff, but I did have a bit of a shocker. Old Adam Sandler Chandler didn't kick a goal for the first time all year. He's played every game and has kicked a goal every week.
He had a chance to kick the first as well,
and
he missed, yeah.
Big Cal Wilkie for 20. I sort of went into deep waters with old Cal. I didn't actually rate this bet too highly, but he's a pyramid player for a reason. He only had 14 or something. I won't be touching Cal
He
again.
had 14 goals kicked on him as well.
Jesus.
He got bathed.
By text, that's right. Yeah. And old naughtiness, Aaron Norton, we were there live. We saw him kick 1 goal 3. It hurt to watch. He said to
I don't know how he didn't kick
Ugelhagen, get out of his 50 and only kick 1 goal 3. So stiff, but not great legs.
Only the one bad leg, Jev. 8 legs, 1 bad leg. How many dollars did I make this week?
Not $1.
I'm cold, boys. And this is the leg that lost, boys. Charlie Curnow for 3. He only had 2. Definitely should have kicked a couple there at the end. Missed the dribbler. Missed another set shot.
Carlton moved the ball in the first half. Cost him a goal.
Oh, that is so stiff. But Jeff, good legs. Hey, listen to this. Listen how many good legs there are now.
Heaney anytime. Gawn 15. Clary 30. Brisbane to win. Durden goal. Jordan Dawson 25. Steele Sidebottom 20. And Cornelio for 25.
Jeez, that's good.
8 winners.
My list isn't quite as impressive. But I had Dane Zorko for 15. He's come into $1.13 now this week for 15. I think I got him for about $1.22. I said it was 100 on the season. And Jesse Hogan kicked his 2 again. So they're good legs. I think I might add another one in there. Yeah.
It's a short list, but I like it, Morgs. Errol Goulden for 20, boys. At $1.37. He had fucking 39. Petrarca 25. Danaher 2. Kick 6. Cripps 25. Walsh 25. Rochelle goal. And also Jordan Ngowi 20. Boys, we had a fucking good week.
We had a good week.
But not a penny to show for it. And that's why we're back this week. Morgs, before we get into it, the Discord, the amount of winning bets that are coming out of the Discord at the moment is absolutely ridiculous.
The best thing about it is having the NBA on because it's every day. Obviously, we don't have to wait all weekend to bet on the footy. It's unbelievable the amount of winning bets.
Just bet every day.
As I said last week, we started an NRL chat. There's EPL chat going on. I didn't know people still watch that. It's unbelievable. It really is. So thank you. Obviously, I said it last week. Say it every week. Thank you so much to those that have already joined up. We're in the process of sending out the giveaways. We've informed them. So you get your cores and your red hat. And we've said it, but we don't want to reveal it just yet. But a heap more giveaways to go. Queen's birthday might be sort of something that we're working on. So,
well, just about to crowbar that in, Jev. The road to the King's birthday 100K with Jevy. Please talk us through if anyone doesn't know what it is.
The King's birthday 100K. You saw the Insta this week. So we got a DM saying, why don't you try and turn 100K over 4 weeks? And we actually rate it.
It's a good idea.
We try and turn 10 to 100K. It's fucking hard. We love it. We think we're going to win every week, but we're going to try and go, starting this week, $10 into $100, $100 into $1,000.
Love it.
Then you got to test the size of your nuts. You're putting $1,000 into $10,000.
Yep.
Then you're really testing the size of your shalong. You're putting 10K on something into 100 grand. All culminating into the King's birthday Melbourne Collingwood game. There'll be legs in that game to win 100,000 on that day. I have the $10 multi. It'll be posted as its own Insta and it'll be revealed at the end of this show. You can hear it first at the very end after the 100K.
Can't wait.
Beautiful, boys. Now, before we get into it, is there anything else? Anything else happening in the 100K pipeline?
Supercoach, Frank Coach still hasn't won a week.
He was so confident at the start of the Brownlow Shark will be back soon.
Yes, next
Yeah,
week.
it looks like next week. We tried to get him on this week, but he had to recount the votes. So
Really?
No.
We actually had a couple of DMs about where people want to know where the Shark is because a lot of people have future bets on. A lot of people have a lot of money on Dacos. He goes, "What's the Shark got Dacos?" I said, "I'll have to ask him," but he's coming on the show next week.
Especially with the clip out from Sunday Roast. You spoke about Jordan
Yes.
Dawson for maybe Here Comes the Money.
And
reason.
I did a little bit of research from the Shark on where Dawson is sitting on the Brownlow before I went on that call.
Of course you
did. A bit of research. And yeah, he's in the top 4, Jordan Dawson.
Oh, I did see one interesting comment. So you said that a few blokes. So you said DeGoey's going to steal votes from Nick
Yeah.
Dacos. You said Viney will steal votes from Petrarca
Yep.
and Oliver.
Yep.
And then you said Dawson, and a bloke commented saying, "What about Rory Laird?"
Yeah, well, if he's actually been watching the Crows this year, he's actually injured Rory Led. He's carrying a bit of a cuff. He gets subbed
He won't be
off
stealing votes.
He gets subbed off
He won't
most
be.
week. He's a great player, but he's not a Brownlow player right now. And I look at the rest of the Crows. So, like, Isaac Rankin's a star, but he's sort of like 2 touches in 2 minutes or 2 goals in 2 minutes, but doesn't do much else. Doesn't take votes.
He won't steal votes. It's
I
all-
think it's all Dawson.
It's all
he
Dawson.
stands out. He doesn't play a bad game. I'm loving Jordan Dawson for the Brownlow.
And Laird can have the 2 if Dawson's having the 3.
Exactly.
So
He's not
cheers.
getting under the 3s. All right, boys, let's crack into it. We have a
1,000, right?
beautiful slate of games. Let's get into it, Jev. You'll be there under the lid. The George Wardlaw game. Jev, North versus Sydney.
Swans North. I've got Errol Gordon for 25 touches at $1.54.
Stop it.
Anyone singing? Go.
Oh, Errol.
I
would do anything just to be like you.
Very nice, boys. Very nice. Errol Gordon, 25 touches, $1.54. This man is the only shining light at the Swans right now. He's had, in his last 3, he's had 39, 37 and 27. He's the only one in All-Australian form at the Swans. For a team that played in the grand final last year, had an unbelievable year. He's the only one. So 25 touches, $1.54. That is going to get us off to a fly, boys. That is a great leg, Lou,
I don't have anything, but at what point, Jeff, do we just throw Papley into the middle?
this week.
Really?
We have to.
It's got to happen. 2 and 15. Make it happen, please.
Yeah, well, hey, on the back of that, I'm just going to have a quick look here, but this has to be a return to form, doesn't it? Tom Papley for 2 goals, $1.39. Still had 2 goals last week against the Dockers in a loss. Against North Melbourne, you're absolutely taking a sports bet, aren't you? $1.39. If he played this after the Richmond game, this would have been negative money. Are you kidding me? $1.39. Oh my God, this is an absolute bully game for Papley. First game under the lid. Do you want to hear his last 4 games
Please.
against North? 3, 2, 2, 4. In his last 4 against North Melbourne,
Stop it.
$1.39. And Morgs, to back you up,
Please.
this is unbelievable. The amount of injuries that the Swans have. Look for him to go into the middle, Jev. Look for around 20 touches. I know he's a 2 and 15 player. Had that really good game against Richmond, had 25. They'll look to push him in the middle. What, you may be about the $2. Sportsbet, you're taking it $4.30 for 20. Tom Papley.
So you're getting
Of 1,000,
$4.30 for 20.
For
and
20 touches, boys.
$1.39 for 2.
Oh, I couldn't be
When he
more.
kicked 6 and 25 against the Tigers, he is out of form. I dropped him from the pyramid. It hurt, but absolutely
Against
love it, though.
North play teams in.
Who's he playing on? Phoenix Spicer.
Who?
He plays A-League.
Phoenix Spicer.
$1.39, boys, to kick us
I love
off.
that, Darth.
That is my fucking lock of the round. $1.39. Tom Papley, Jev, and
Captain
look,
of the 2 and 15 club or Cameron? Vice.
He's just a
Sort of a co-captain.
Rushmore original member of the 2 and 15 club.
Yeah. Smart.
How we sort of started the 2 and 15 club.
we also like North to cover, for anyone wondering.
That's not in the 100K though. Do
All
not
right,
put
Bulldogs and Adelaide, Jev. Last year, the Crows actually won this game
By a
at
point.
Mars. We were at Twist's Bucks party at X Golf.
I played in a draw that day.
Threw me back out. Jev,
I crunched a couple.
I'm betting on Mr. Doesn't Play a Bad Game.
Who is it?
Potentially Mr. Brownlow medalist.
is it?
Jordan Dawson for 25 touches at $1.41, boys. This has hit 5 out of the last 6 weeks. He's averaging 29 a game his last 6, Lou.
Wow.
Hit 5 out of 6, yeah, and the only one that missed, he had 24. So Dawson for 25 at $1.41. I'm telling you, if you watch the Crows, he does not play a bad game. He's probably the best kick inside 50 in the comp behind your man, Brian Myers. He's inside,
my
he's
man.
outside, he's tough, he's a leader. I love everything about him for looking at Brownlow medal. So I'm going to take him for 25. Lou.
Love how consistent you are. He was a Swan. You loved him then. What is he, tier 3 on the pyramid?
Yeah, I moved him up.
What, like,
He
that's
took Cripps'
probably
spot.
the biggest jump of all time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love that. It was actually quite funny. So, Ballarat, cold. I thought it's sort of a venue. No one gets blown out at Ballarat.
No one.
So it's
Too
actually
windy.
quite funny. So I went on to AFLtables.com. We use AFL Tables. Shout out to AFL Tables. They do the God's work with all the stats.
God's work.
So they have a web page dedicated to just Eureka Stadium. I couldn't believe this. So highest ever sort of wins was number 1 on the page. This is a true story. Round 14, 2021. I thought no blowouts, too cold. Western Bulldogs 15-15, 105 plays 8-8, 56 Adelaide. I love Adelaide plus 28.5, and I thought there were no blowouts. Dust, you convinced me on hook, line, and sinker. I've actually got some footage from this week.
So on my ladder, Jeb, they the new updated one, they are on top by so much.
Yeah, let's take that Crows line plus 25.5 for sure.
They just keep getting these big numbers. So they keep getting plus points and they keep getting plus wins. So they're covering well on top of what they need to. I think 25.5, Jev. I think they've still got room to improve, and they're moving really well.
Does I love the hook line? I love the hook, line, and sinker. Your ladder, it's finally starting to shake out. And Adelaide are number 1, are they not?
They are number 1.
So what, they're covering 160 points? You've got them.
So
or something
yeah,
like
so
that?
we go on whatever the line is, and then depending on whatever those points are, and depends on how much they actually win and lose by. So Sydney have been favourite a lot this year, and then have lost by big margins. So they're actually 4th last. So they're negative 109.5 points. So for anyone that's wondering how that works, but Adelaide are on top plus 146.5.
Like 50 points in front of the next.
Yeah,
team,
so there's
aren't they?
Collingwood, then Essendon have been really good to bet on this year, St Kilda, Melbourne, Brisbane, Gold Coast and Bulldogs. So the top 8 looks a little bit different to what the actual one is, but on a betting side point, they've been the number 1 team, Adelaide.
You talked me into it. When I was doing my legs today, I texted you, Jeff. I said, I'm getting Adelaide plus 28.5 for $1.30. I said, is Tony Modra injured or something? I could not believe the line I was getting. You said Tex was out. I don't think that matters. What do you got? You got Fogg, Rankin, Rochelle, Pedlerish.
Mate, and everyone else can go to Saligo.
Mitch.
So there's plenty of reasons to love the Crows. Give me 28.5 points. Very long-winded, but $1.30.
I'm glad we got there.
Thank God.
That's a leg.
What's the leg?
Read out the multi-task.
Oh, boys, last year against the Crows in this game, obviously, as we mentioned, Crows got done by a point. Lib had 33 in this game, boys, and for 25, $1.72. Yummy, 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 yummy. But no, the 100K just to get us going to an early game. We'll be taking Libba for 20 touches at $1.14. It is short, but we absolutely love this leg, boys. Morgs, what was your leg again?
Hinge 15 plus.
Adelaide plus 28.5, $1.30. Love that leg. All right, boys, next game, Fremantle and Geelong. Jev.
I've got an announcement, boys.
Please.
Here we go.
Andrew Brayshaw is officially back.
Wow.
He's back. I know it's a big call, but Andrew Brayshaw, 25 touches, $1.34. He was stiff not to come back in the pyramid. His last 3 weeks, he's had 31, 34 and 2, and 30 and 2. That's back to like best midfielder in the game sort of shit.
Big.
He's back in form. I don't think Geelong have any midfielders on the field as good as Brayshaw and Sarong. This is over in the West. I think this just hits. This just hits at Optus Stadium. I called it last week that the Tigers midfield would take a liking to Geelong's midfield, and they did, and they beat them. I like Brayshaw to get 25 easy here, Lou. You?
What is the line here?
The line is
Put you on the
Minus
spot.
about 6, I think.
yeah, 7.5.
And what did you take on hook, line, and sinker? The $1.30 was?
We took Adelaide plus 30.
No,
I reckon.
Freo.
talking Fremantle.
Yeah.
Plus
Fremantle
30. I love
plus
that.
30.
Yeah, we
26.5.
26.5 $1.30. That's a great leg.
Yeah, it is.
What do we love more than Darcy's mum in a sundress, Jeff?
Not much.
Yeah.
Mum doesn't wear sundresses for anyone wondering.
Legs that are 100% on the season paying more than $1.18.
Yeah.
Tommy Stewart for 20. Only week he didn't hit it all year. He had 3 disposals when he got injured. The man's a star. He's a pyramid player. I'm just backing pyramid integrity here. It's 100% on the season,
Yeah.
Das. Tom Stewart, I couldn't believe I got $1.22. You asked me if I wanted to up it to 25, but why would I when you're getting $1.22 for $1.20? So thanks, Tommy Stewart.
Okay, thanks, Tom.
No, well done.
Love that, boys. Now, I'm going along with Jev. Now, I think everyone gets a look at the ice cream at home, especially in Fremantle. Sarong for 25 at $1.24, averaging 31 this year. But, Jev, even just to go off that, like we look at Brayshaw, O'Meara, Luke Jackson in the middle. Like, these are some of the guys that are playing, like, for Geelong, like, on the other side of the market. So, it's like Isaac Smith doesn't really go in there that much. Max Holmes, Tom Atkins, Tanner Bruin.
Mark O'Connor.
Like they're the midfielders they're going against. So, I think at home, Freo have definitely got their feathers up. I think that those legs hit, and we absolutely love the Dockers to cover in this one as well, but also not inside the 100K multi. Morgs.
Nothing. He's just laughing.
Does Marco Connor own Marco Schnitzels? Sorry. Next game, no.
You're fucking giggling for something. Next
Cut
game.
this. Can you just cut me tonight?
No. The Q Clash. Battle of the Qs. Morgs, 3 words that name start with the letter Q.
Queef
Queer.
and queef.
Double F. All right, Jev. Any legs in this
I
one?
do.
Brisbane.
This is a bit of a riskier leg, but I love it. Will Ashcroft, 25 touches at $1.94.
Where does he love playing, Jev?
I'll tell you where he fucking loves playing. At the Gabba. He's played at the Gabba 4 times this year. Here are the stats. Melbourne round 2, he had 31. His second game of AFL football, he had 31 touches.
It's a start.
Collingwood round 4, he had 26. Freo round 7, he had 28. Essendon last week, he had 28. So he's averaging 28 touches at the Gabba, and we're getting $1.93 for 25 touches. This will feature in Here Comes the Money. I absolutely love this kid. I love the cut of his jib. This will hit Morgs.
The cut of his jib.
You never heard that one?
No, it's a jib.
Love it. Dane Zorko, I said before, was in my good legs. 15 touches. Last week got about $1.22. It came into $1.13, Das. And we talked about it, and I think you love it as well.
we have to put it in. So Dane
Didn't we?
Zorko, boys, for 20 plus is at $1.73. He's averaging 20 disposals a game this year. He's played Gold Coast 20 times in his career,
20.
averaging 20.6 touches against Gold Coast in those 20 games. Do you know what he had last year
What?
when he played the Suns? 17 kicks and 3 handballs. Wow.
20.
That is 20 disposals. Having us all, we're taking Dane Zorko for. We're taking him for fucking 20. Oh, I can't believe it. And also, boys, we're taking Charlie Cameron for 2 at $1.23. $1.28. It's a fucking lock. This is an absolute lock. Didn't get it last week. Will this week. Gold Coast, look, they're still going very well. So Brisbane are going very well. We think they're much better than Gold Coast. He will hit this. He can't have 2 games in a row at home where he doesn't get a kick. Or he doesn't kick a goal. He can't.
No, he can't.
I'll use him.
So we love him. Absolutely love that one.
I shouldn't keep putting you on the spot. But for those that don't watch the hook, line, and sinker, what was the $1.30 either way?
The $1.30 for this one, so it's either taking Essendon, wrong game. It's either taking Brisbane minus 5.5 or Gold Coast plus 44.5.
So we
And what'd
liked,
you take?
So we liked
Brisbane. I
we
just
liked
think
both,
Brisbane
but we ended up just taking Brisbane head to head at $1.25.
Smart.
We just went back and said, fuck the 5.5 points. They just win at the Gabba. They always do. So we just took Brisbane head to head.
I love that.
Q Clash. Love it. Now, boys, this is it. This is it. You're probably wondering why I'm dressed so fucking good. Folks, were you wondering
I
why?
was wondering.
Were you wondering why? Still smells like your old man. I like it. All right, boys. It's not Dreamtime of the G, boys. This is the Dean Polo Cup representing the Polo, boys. For anyone that doesn't know, you need to go back and watch this. Go, honestly, 2006, round 6, the Dean Polo Cup. He debuted, boys, a Richmond Tiger, number 14. Have a guess what he had in a debut game? Massive game. He had 28 and 3.
Jesus.
In his
Debut.
first ever game. So, look, this isn't in the multi, but I just had to say this. Number 14 at the moment. He's been in the media, but Tim Taranto, look for him to have 25 and 3 and pay his goddamn respects
Love it.
to Dean Polo and get himself a polo. That's what you get. You don't get a medal. You go up and get yourself a polo. So, for him to have 25 and 3, that is $29. And also for Tim Taranto to win the Dean Polo, that is $7. So, I just wanted to get that out there.
Anzac Day, we all called Nick Dacos to win the best on ground. You are calling Tim Taranto to be best on ground in the Dean Polo
To win
Cup.
and I'll send him a polo.
We'll send him a what sort of polo?
A polo. I'll
That one?
Hang your polo out.
Yeah, if we can get him in this one, as long as your old man doesn't mind, might wash it. Jeff, any legs in this game?
Yeah, Dan Rioli, 20 touches at $1.33. Am I missing something here, Lewis?
tell me.
What, boys, what do we like more than pepperoni on our pizza?
Das' mum in a sundress.
Extra pepperoni
Legs that are 100%. This
and
leg,
shaved legs.
Jesus. This leg is straight up 100% on the year. 9 for 9, $1.33. Too much!
Jesus.
Oh my God, $1.33. He's 100% on the year.
Ah.
He'll get 20 again.
What's it pay?
$1.33. Like 11 times.
Yeah.
Are you listening?
No, I was just here listening for the $1.18 because that's
You?
sort of the marker.
What do you got?
Richmond's plus 10.5. I think the bookies have just crumbled under the occasion here. The dream time, I think they've got sucked in. I'm basically fading Zerk Thatcher, which
you
we've done the
should.
last couple of weeks.
Got
Have a
6 kicked on him from Daniel last week.
Have a listen. What's his first name again? Philip. Have a listen to this injury list. Nick Cox, Laverde, Darcy Parish, Will Setafidis, Jake Kelly, Harrison Jones, all in the best 22, you'd say, Jeff.
100%.
And they're not playing. So I don't really know why. I think I got about $1.28 Darcy for 10.5. I think you should just be taking Richmond head to head. And I think they're featuring maybe in the Queen's Birthday, King's Birthday road too. The media's got a stiffy again. Richmond with the Chaos Bowl. So this might be a blowout,
Oh,
Darcy.
just quick. Have you guys what Jack Rewalt's paying for 5? $1.01. Playing on Brandon Turk Thatcher.
There's no way he's first.
I won't be taking anything here, boys, because I absolutely love Tim Taranto to win the medal in the polo. This will be huge. Now, boys, next game, Hawthorn and West Coast. Very interested to see how this one goes, because if Hawthorn lose, they get Harley Reid. If West Coast lose, you think that they get him, but they probably won't take him because they need a lot of players. They'll probably trade out for him. So interesting to see how this one pans out. Jeff, do you have a leg in this one?
No leg for me. I did like my man Oscar Allen to kick 2, but it was a bit short, so no leg for me. Lewis, any legs?
Left it alone.
How do you think this is going to play out? Because Hawthorn going to take a professional dive.
I think look for Barras to be prominent.
We are in the hook, line, sinkerloo. I know you're always interested.
I love it.
We took the West Coast points. I can't see them getting blown out.
What were the West Coast points?
Plus 41.5.
Plus 41.5 West Coast. Hawthorn aren't beating them by 41 points.
That's unbelievable. So for those of you wondering, the boys always on hook, line and sinker go to what the $1.30 is either way. So yeah, 41.5 points, you can get $1.32.
Hawthorn are that good.
West Coast for a head start. West Coast will get a scalp here, Das. I told you.
They haven't been that. They were good against Richmond.
They were good, and the second half against Geelong. I know we laugh about
What
it.
did Hawthorn get out of winning this game?
Fuck all. 4 points.
Nothing.
That's about it.
It's not 4 points, though.
That's right.
They're not playing finals. All right, boys, next game. We will be there, Lewis.
Yes, we will.
Carlton Collingwood. Carlton
I
Baggers.
don't know why we do it to
I got
ourselves.
faith. Nat. No, I do. Jeff, any legs?
Collingwood are the best team in the league to bet on for touches, boys. Every single week, everyone gets a lick of the ice cream, especially on the MCG. Steel side bottom for 20 touches at $1.61 is the best bet in footy.
Wow.
Boys, I want you to count how many weeks in a row since he's missed. So, 24, 21, 24, 30, 25, 12. It's 12
weeks.
I'd
five weeks in a row it's hit. He had 12, then he had 24, 24, and 19. So it's 7 out of 9 on the year. We're getting $1.61 for 20. When it's 7 out of 9 on the year,
Jeez, that's a
it's
good
hit
bet.
5 weeks in a row. He hits it on the G every single week. And then the other one, Ash Johnson, anytime at
stop it.
$1.29.
Oh, wow.
The prototype. Boys, what do we like more than pan-fried dumplings? Pepperoni on our pizza, Darcy's mum in a sundress, and legs at 100% on the
season.
year.
Fuck.
This leg is 100% on the year. He has
unreal.
kicked a goal in every game he has played this year. Kicked the first against the Swans. You had a little bet on him. Ash Johnson anytime at $1.29. 100% on the year. Yes, please. Lou.
Why are you getting $1.29 for that league?
I don't know. He's
right.
playing on... who's he playing on for
Thatcher.
the Blues? No,
Newman.
probably Nick
Oh,
Newman.
stop it.
Nah, I bet you'll try and lock up Dacos. He'll do a shocking job.
Yeah, and the media will get caught out.
Newman won't go near Dacos. They'll put, what? They can't put him to half forward. You need a half forward to play on Dacos.
Oh, but I
We got no half forwards to play on
Yeah.
Dacos, but let me tell you.
Little Owies.
No way, he's way too greedy.
Selfish freak.
he's a little selfish
They
guy.
can both have a lick.
Yeah, they actually both will. That's
Owies might kick 7, but Dacos has 50.
If they go like 5 Dangerfield, Owies and Dacos.
Hey, I will make a t-shirt.
Oh, fuck,
If Owies kicks 5 and Dacos has 40, look for the Owies versus Dacos t-shirt.
I'll shave me nuts on the show. A game of Who Am I? Now, you're not allowed to answer
game.
1976 Ron Barassi. All right, that's out. Round 1, I kicked 1 goal. Round 2, I kicked 3 goals.
Stephen Kenny.
Round 3, I kicked 2 goals.
Sticks Canahan.
I had 5 weeks off. Got over to Europe. And last week against the Dogs, I kicked 3.
Do you have a bit of pedigree in you?
Oh, heaps.
You a bit of a dog?
Heaps. Go on. Dead air's good.
Sticks Canahan.
Yes.
You have to cut this.
Robert Walls?
Isn't he a backman?
Ron Barassi.
Pretty sure Wallsy
1976.
crept up forward against the Dogs.
What did he do for 5 weeks?
I don't know. Just kick snags, probably. Who
is it?
Always
Oh,
anytime. Back to Always. I like him for 30
He's
plus
selfish.
now that he's going against Dacos Stars. We say he's the greediest bastard in the AFL, but he just goes back and
can
slots him.
slots him.
You talk about Harry Mackay and all this shit. Just give it to Matty Owie. So he's kicked, as I said, he's kicked one every game he's played. 1, 3, 2, 3. It's a pretty impressive 4 games in only 9 rounds. $1.29, I think I got for any time. We'll be there, Darth. So watch one sail through, and he might even kick 2 or 3 and have 30 if he's
So
on
it's
Dacos.
100% on the year, apart from his 5 weeks off.
That's right.
Yeah, fucking oath.
And he probably kicked one a week in Europe.
Fuck, what do we like more than my mum in a sundress?
Nothing.
Extra pepperoni on a pizza.
Pan-fried dumplings.
Or pan-fried dumplings.
Yeah, all good options.
It's a bet that goes 100% in a lifetime. And you know what that is?
Tell me.
Charlie Curnow for 2 goals
Yeah.
against Collingwood. $1.26. He's played them 6 times. He's averaging 2.3 goals a game.
on.
He absolutely loves them.
Love it.
Now, also, boys, if you like this one, Charlie's kicked 3+ in 8 out of his last 9 day matches in Victoria. For 3 goals, $1.91. That's also juicy. But we're just taking him for 2, $1.26. Absolutely love this, and also have to take him because he's averaging over 21 a game every time this year. Jordan Ngoe, 20-1. We absolutely love him. He's a very good player. He's also in the multi. And also, what side did you take on hook lines here? You took the Pies,
I
didn't
took
you?
the Pies, yep.
I just had to take the Blues plus 33.5. Both games last year were decided by 5 points in total, so 1 and 4. I think the Blues will keep this a little bit closer than what other people think, and might take a cheeky scalp and get the season back off on track.
Jeez, this is a big game.
Huge
This is gonna
game.
This could be 90,000 plus.
I
I'm sold out.
if we won one of the last couple games, easy 90. I reckon it could be a touch under. The first one last year was 88, and the last one was about
I
90.
think everyone bought the tickets when we were flying.
Yeah,
We're going.
like you two.
Speaking of flying, Darth, we've got a huge addition to the show this week. A massive addition to the show.
What's this?
Well, it's not really a surprise because we went out. But this man has taken TikTok and Instagram by storm, playing an extremely high level of footy. It's unbelievable what he's doing in the ruck. He
Our
looks
man.
like sort of Gorn, Grundy, Barras. There's a huge range.
Govern.
It's unbelievable what he's doing. He drinks a ton of milk.
Like a white Nat Nui?
It's unbelievable. Yes,
With a mullet.
very much so.
A white Nat
but
Nui.
Better
If
tap
If they
work.
squash down Draper a little bit.
A
Yes.
squashed Draper.
Yes,
Squash Draper.
not so much squashed, just shorter and stronger. It's unbelievable. But we're talking about Checkers
From Adelaide as well.
From Adelaide, the Div 12 Resi himself. It is such an honour to have him on the show. He sent us a leg in this game, and quite honestly, I absolutely love this leg.
What is it?
Checkers, give it to us.
All right, boys. Checkers from Marmalade here. Thanks for having us back on the pod. Thanks for picking us out this week to pick you a leg for your 100K multi. I'm absolutely stoked. I'm honoured for the opportunity. I've been doing a heap of research. Been out on the laptop crunching numbers all night, actually, and I'm ready to deliver a winning leg, hopefully. Don't know if you saw last week, but our boys, our footy team, got the first win of the season. So I've actually chucked on the kit. I'm hoping it brings us some good luck. Hoping the Div 12 Resis can rub off on the multi this week and we can get up for you lads. I've done a deep dive on the fixtures this week. The one I've picked out is on Sunday afternoon, Carlton versus Collingwood at the MCG. I don't know if you remember this game from last year. It was round 23. Carlton needed to win to make finals. Collingwood pipped them in the very last minute of the game. Got up and made them finish 9th. They missed out. It's going to be a massive grudge match. I reckon we're going to get a massive crowd at the MCG. 2 teams going very hard at it, and Carlton are going to want to win one back. Now, in my research, I've been looking up some disposal markets, who might have a good game, and the one player I picked out is Darcy Moore. Not only is he a captain, he's going to be, massive grudge match, big crowd. Usually the captains perform well in these games. You got Charlie Curnow, Harry Mackay. He's going to have to probably play on one of them. So they're the main target. The ball's going to be going to them a lot. He's going to be taking a few intercept grabs, find a bit of the pill that way. The other stat I've picked up, though, is that he's actually averaging a fair few kick-ins at the moment. And that can come in handy when playing Carlton because they are ranked 3rd worst team in the league for shooting at goal. They've got the 3rd most behinds in the AFL, which means extra kick-ins for Darcy Moore. So extra kick-ins, playing on Harry Mackay or Charlie Curnow. I don't know which one he's going to go to. So a few extra intercept grabs, a few more balls coming his way, kicking out a little bit more, and massive crowd at MCG. He's currently playing $2.65 to have 20 disposals. Last year when they met in round 23, he had the 24 touches, 4 kick-ins. I think he had like 9 intercept marks. He had 18 touches last week and he had 20 touches the week before. So $2.65, I found a little bit of value. I hope it comes up. Good luck, boys. Good luck in your multi. Div 12 Resis will be getting behind you if you get up. Maybe you can come sponsor us. You can put the 100K logo just here on the Guernsey or something. So hopefully it gets up, boys. Good luck. We'll be rooting for it.
What a leg. Checkers.
I honestly don't know how I love the research. Don't know how we didn't think of that. Darcy, what's his pay? $2.65 in the Sunday. We love the Sunday leg with the value. I like it as well on the G.
It's a real Div 12 leg as well. Last time you had Paddy Parnell for 15.
That was ish, but I think he knew.
No, he did know.
Yeah.
This is, mate, checkers.
I reckon it's a great
We
leg.
love this leg.
Good luck tomorrow too.
And we absolutely love the Marmalade boys. We don't want to cause any drift between them. But did you see Sray is back from his shin splints this week?
With a new haircut as well.
With a new haircut, back from shin splints. I would lock Sray up in the twos. I'm playing twos. If he stepped onto the same field as me, it would be night, Sray. I would lock you up. Arm on, no touches, back to shin splints.
I honestly think I reckon we're 2 weeks away from Sray being Harry Mackay's kicking coach. Honestly, I'm dead certain of it.
I don't mind that.
So he's a small forward and you're a back pocket.
I'm a wallet, yeah.
Jeff, why do they call you the wallet?
I'm always in the back pocket.
There he
Always find me
goes.
in the
All
back
right,
pocket.
boys.
We'll make
Final
that happen.
game. Big final. GWS and St Kilda. Can't remember what leg I took. Jeff, what was you taking?
Lockie Whitfield for 25 touches at $1.58 and Lockie Ash for 25 touches at $1.75. So Whitfield has had 29 and 31 his last two, averaging 24 on the whole season, Lou. Lockie Ash has had 32 and 28 his last two, averaging 24 and a half on the season, Lou. But the real reason I like this leg is because of what half-backers do against the Saints.
What do they do?
They absolutely feast against the
Love
Saints.
this.
They give up the most touches in the league to half-back flankers. Last week against the Crows, Brodie Smith had 33. Miller and Scholl had 26 each.
Wayne Miller is having a good season.
North the week before. North. Sheasel had 30. Liam Shields had 28. And Jack Siebel had 36.
Wow.
Teams off the
great
half-back
mail.
eat. St Kilda get back really quickly and you can chip it down. You can't penetrate their zone. Whitfield and Ash, 25 touches. Probably my two best legs of the year, potentially. And then one more, Stephen Canelli.
it.
Boys, what do we like more than kissing our dad on the lips? Pan-fried dumplings, pepperoni our pizza, Darcy's moan in a sundress, and legs that are 100% on the season.
Damn it.
We're going to go year or season.
Oh, doesn't matter. This is yet to go under for 9 damn rounds. It's actually so impressive. He's had 25
impressive.
plus touches in 9 straight games.
How many?
25 touches or more in 9 straight games. That's a hell of a season. Stephen Canelio.
really is.
Stephen Canelio, 25 touches at $1.25, 100% on the year. Absolutely love it. Lou.
I don't know. I know we've only started sort of just paying attention to this 100% on the season, but $1.25 you got, Jeff. That's
Yes.
unbelievable odds. I don't have much mail here because I don't need it.
Give it to me.
Toby Green, 20 plus.
Yeah?
I really like Toby Green. Welcome to the 2 and 20 club. It's a pretty illustrious crew, but his last 3 games he's had 22, 22, 24. Loves the Twilight game, old Toby
Yes.
Green. We know that. So, Tobes, yeah, not much more to say, just other than welcome to 2 and 20.
Mate, I fucking... Hey, boys, I'll also just be chiming in there with Toby Green on return for 2 goals.
Yeah, so 2 and 20.
2 and 20. I'll take the 2. Realise that I had another leg that didn't get in here, boys. That's my fault because I put it on. But we have to give him local product. Very good player, Jeff. Finn Callahan, 20 touches. Did make it in, but $1.53, 22 plus in each of his last 3 games. Looks to be rolling, especially with that GWS midfield. They all get a lot of it. Tom Green's a gun.
He's a gun.
Wait till they get a few of their other guys like Sam Taylor and stuff back. Interesting to see whether the burger hangs around or whether he comes across the ship to you guys at the end of the season,
Oh,
Jeff.
man, I'd love that.
But
So who's the burger?
you are starving. Boys, that wraps up the end of the multi. Let me just have a quick look at how much this costs to put on. This costs us $11.40. I read this out before and I did have a bit of a thought today, boys. I was at work and I'm like, fuck, we're winning 100K this week.
Let's go.
Oh, that is legit. I
Read
just
it to
thought.
me, please.
So write this down. Here we go. $11.40 on here to win $100,762. Just close your eyes and listen to this. All right. Papley 2, Goulden 25, Libba 20, Dawson 25, Crows plus 28.5. Brayshaw 25, Caleb Strong 25, Tom Stewart 20, Zorko 20, Charlie Cameron 2, Ashcroft 25, Rioli 20, and Richmond plus 10.5 in the Dean Polo Cup. Charlie Curnow 2, Matt Owe's a little selfish cunt for 1, Darcy Moore 20, Steel Sidebottom 20, Dugowie 20 and 1, and Ash Johnson the prototype for 1. Last game, Toby Green 2, 20, Lockie Ash 25, Lockie Whitfield 25, and Canelio 25. Boys, tell me
go.
that doesn't sound like
Let's
$100,000
fucking
tearing
in
up
your
a little.
pocket.
We've gone over here. Fucking shit.
Who gives a fuck? It's our own show. We can do what we want.
True.
Boys, that is the multi. Now, Jev, I believe that you have something else for the fans. What are we reading out?
What do we call it? The road to King's birthday 100K.
Working on the title. But
All right, this is it. This is what we're getting on. I want everyone to have $10 on this. When it wins, save your 100 for next week. All right. Adelaide, plus 30.5.
love it.
Tom Liberatore, 20 touches. Jordan Dawson, 20 touches.
Yes.
Cronulla Sharks, head to head.
They're in good form.
Charlie Cameron for 2.
He loves it.
Richmond, plus 10.5.
Dean Pollock, love it.
Dan Rioli for 20 touches.
Yeah, he's good. That's good.
Steel Sidebottom for 20 touches.
He gets that
leg.
legit.
Stephen Cornelio, 25 touches.
100% on Sydney.
$10 on that to win $100 to look forward to next weekend. To look 4 weeks ahead. $10, boys. You got to have it on, boys. You got to put it on your
already on.
personals.
I sometimes can't be bothered putting it on. If there was only a way that I could just get a little copy bet, where would I find that?
You wouldn't believe it, Das. The Discord. I'll be.
Is that
putting
where I
this-
find it?
I'll be putting this multi in the Discord and the Patreon.
Yes, you
we'll
will.
put the link in there. You can click on it. Got to have $10 on this. 4 weeks out, we are winning 100K in 4 weeks.
How do I get on the Patreon?
I was just going to say, and do you know so you get Discord and Patreon. How much is it a week?
I believe it's $2 a week.
That is unbelievable odds.
And you also get, that means access to all the chat rooms, everything. Winners here, left, right, and centre. NBA, EPL, AFL, UFC, your mum in a sundress, all of them. There's odds
That's
and there's
my
cash and
favourite
there's
part.
winners.
The Discord's off to Tahiti at the end of the year, the way we're going. So
Where's that?
just north of Ballarat.
Horsham?
And we're up to something. We're
Always.
up to something. Some big announcements coming on that Discord soon as well.
All right, boys, let's wrap her up.
Yeah, well, we've hit that sort of time in the pod.
Can't stop coughing.
How do you embarrass a male archaeologist?
How?
Give him a used tampon and ask him which period it's from.
That's good. All right. Blues by 5. Fuck up.
Swans by 14.
Chili, baby back ribs.
Ribs.
Arriba. Garner baggers.
Up the Swanee, up the Bloods.
Go team.